place in this world, we gon' shine our light till it hurts. Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. I got my crew here today. I got my man Clayton sitting up on the steps, and on the bench beside him, I got my guy Tump. And we gonna get into it, man. We gonna talk about this. Tump, you wasn't here earlier when me and Clayton was talking about the young lady, you know, who played the boxing. What was the boxing name? Imani Khalif.
Yeah.
Imani Khalif was boxing against the young. Well, she was Italian. An Italian.
I don't know what country she represented.
Right? Yeah. Imani Khalif made her quit within like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The first round. And so my take was that like they should have a whole separate category for somebody like Imani Khalif to fight in. Because it's not fair for her to fight against the men. Then because of her testosterone levels, it's not fair to her to fight against the women. So, what's your take on that situation?
Well, I heard that like her testosterone level supposed to test it way higher than a lot of women. But all that her being trans female, they debunked that because they say the country she's from is illegal.
Yeah,
it's illegal to even be a trans. You know what I'm saying? They debunked that part, but they couldn't explain why testosterone levels,
right,
was tested off the charts like that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But to your point though, how many people, if she was to go against people, like how many people would fit that criteria where they testosterone level would be higher than right.
But because it's not a lot of people that fit into that category, should that lady, should women be subjected to that kind of punishment though? You know what I mean?
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge. And then on top of that, all right, so and then if why don't she fight the men maybe in like a lower weight class or something like that? You know what I mean? Whereas though it'll be more of an equal advantage. Equal challenge.
What country is she from? Is she not?
That I'm not sure.
Algerian? What's the country she is?
It's better too, but I don't know.
But to say so this is the challenge with that too. They saying she's not transgender, right?
Right.
But she's got the X and Y chromosome, and typically that's only found in men, right?
Yeah.
And so now you're talking about elevated testosterone levels. So she Algerian.
Oh, okay.
So if that's against whatever, a year ago, she couldn't box because she failed the gender identity. So regardless of them saying she's not a transgender, and it's hard for me to even give credence to that because I can't trust the science community, the health community, because I feel like behind them there's another agenda.
Well, it's coming from her country that's saying that.
Well, you know I don't really know that though. I don't really know because
they got a dog in the race. You know what I'm saying? They got a dog in the fight, so they can say that, but that really
not
true.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, to say that, and I know it's been rare cases supposedly that this XY thing doesn't necessarily produce male reproductive organs or whatever, but your testosterone levels are going to be higher because the Y thing produces it. So why is it? No, to me, it should be treated the same way a person that's doping to boost their testosterone. It gives them an unfair advantage.
Mhm.
And I don't understand why this person didn't fall in that category. And like Mike said, to me, either you find a category for her to fit in, because there was another boxer with her that didn't pass the gender identity a year ago as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, maybe you can find a select group and them compete, or she compete against men. But that's tough, man.
Yeah,
And
man,
that's tough.
Yeah.
But see, and part of that, I think, is like part of this. The problem is with feminism, right? Like the fact that women want to be able to prove that they are equal to men and that they could do everything a man could do and compete with women, right? And so that's why I included, like in this situation, I included Brittany Griner, because I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Brittany Griner made a statement. She was giving an interview to somebody on a podcast, and the person was saying, "Congratulations, you're basically your new mom, right?" And she corrected the person and said, "You mean pop, right?"
Wow.
So I'm like, like if you want to be a man, then if you want equality, then you really, Brittany Griner, you really should be in the NBA.
I was saying, she looking at herself as a man. Why she in it?
Right? Why are you in the WNBA? So they want they want to have it both ways. They want to be able to compete with the man, but then they want to be able to like have separate rules. You know what I mean? So, but what's happening is like that feminist movement can backfire on them, because now you have situations like this where you got somebody who has the bone density of a man, you know what I mean, the muscle mass of a man, competing with women.
Right.
You speak of something. You said something, right? It's powerful. Feminist movement, right? I just want to add this real quick. A true feminist, right?
Right.
A true feminist understands that masculine and feminine energy is needed. It's an integration of the two, which creates something beautiful. If I'm a feminist, I'm not pro-feminine. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pro everything because I understand what I need for me to exist, right?
Movement get hijacked into something.
Well, see, and that's the thing. And what's hurting them is what they're partnering with. You see, sometimes I can get you to partner with me if I give you things and support certain things you're trying to do. Uplift, yeah, but now you have to consider other women. Yes, you have to consider other women. So to Mike's point in the title of this, it's backfiring because you're no longer considering women.
Yeah.
Just for your whatever the personal agenda is of the movement itself.
Well, and what they're doing is they're throwing everybody, like that movement is throwing everybody in the same pot. Or because it says that, all right, equality, like we can do everything that you can do. Like for instance, like the boxer Clarissa Shields. You familiar with Clarissa Shields?
Yeah.
So Clarissa Shields, at one point in time, she was saying that she could compete with a man and she could beat, you know what I mean? So she went out and she boxed a guy.
Sparred a guy.
She sparred a guy. And it went south.
Yeah. And so did she. Yeah. And so did she. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Clarissa Shields, she a hell of a fighter. She just beat the brakes
off somebody.
Recently, right?
Yeah.
She's a hell of a fighter. But why not? I don't understand like why these women, these feminists, especially these feminist women, don't really really accept the fact and appreciate the fact that they different. Like why, you know what I mean? Like why do they have to think that all right, we want to compete with the man, we want to beat, you know what I mean? Like and you know that's a fight you can't win.
And it seems like in some cases they only want to be equal at the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They only want to be equal when it comes to corporate America. And certain titles and certain positions at companies, that's where they want to be equal. But y'all don't see no women fighting to become bricklayers or garbage men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stand out there in 100-degree heat. I don't see no women fighting for those positions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Feminist movement, top of the food chain. They're no different than when we call people sellouts. You sell out a certain faction of what you come from for the advancement and the acceptance and the access of something a little greater, more access, more luxury, more things of this nature. So to me, it's easy to get them to partner with, and I believe this transgender and LGBTQ, I don't know the letters, but this whole movement, I think, is being, when you start talking, I don't know, I'm not an elitist, I don't move in those circles, but I think when you get into certain circles, people that's really behind the curtain, orchestrating things, that's a whole different mindset, whole different lifestyle, things intertwined, you know, Roman orgies, homosexuality. I mean, that whole thing is coming out of Silicon Valley to some degree, San Francisco and all that. I just believe you can get people to partner with your agenda by offering them access to certain things. And they sell themselves out.
What I think about, like, I think it's all a distraction because, like, I don't even think like people who are truly elitists, I don't believe that they even live like this. You know what I mean? I think it's they want to manipulate people at the lower, people at the lower end of the food chain so they can keep them distracted. Like, because everything in nature and everything in our history shows that like family structure is the way for people to go. Like, you have a man, a woman, and you have children, right? But when you look at a lot of the elitists, like, they live like that. When you look at something like when you study like people like the let's say like the Rothschilds or the Vanderbilts or something like that, like, they still have intact family structures. Now, that's not to say that they don't have people in their family who might be gay,
on the other
or
side,
you know what I mean. But like, in order for them to operate in a functional, structured type of way, they know that structure it has to be there.
Right.
I believe that's the old guard. I agree with you,
Yeah.
but I think that's the old guard. What I'm saying is the new guard is coming out of the tech world, Silicon Valley world.
Yeah, but see,
it's different.
But see, that tech world. My point to that is like the tech world is they like a step or a rung below that. You know what I mean? Like when you get organizations like people who run stuff like BlackRock. You ever heard of BlackRock?
Yes.
And those type of organizations, like if a lot of those people, and they're not even really public figures.
No, you don't have public figures, and you don't have one person. You have a collective of institutions coming together.
That's why I say, all right. So that's why I say they push agendas.
The tech world has infiltrated BlackRock.
Yeah, that's what I don't know about that. But I think like they have like different agendas that they want to push on people.
Yes.
And for people to like it goes from like the air we breathe, the food we eat, like stuff, like everything that we have access to is controlled by somebody else.
Yes.
So if they control all of that stuff, then obviously they're gonna have the best of the best. And they're gonna live in a different way than what we live.
Look at the CEO, one of the CEOs of Disney. Is transgender.
Yeah.
Disney own ESPN.
Is it
own media?
Daughter or the son or something?
Somebody.
Yeah.
The daughter or the son of somebody.
One of them. One of the sons or daughters of the Disney hierarchy.
Yeah.
Is like
It's trans.
Like one of their kids or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But they are intricate part in Disney. They one of the figures in Disney.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
I just think that like I said, this agenda is being pushed off on people, but I think people who don't really understand, like who lose like their path, can be persuaded to live in ways that or fall into these type of pitfalls and stuff like that.
And going back to Disney real quick, that's why they say their programming, for instance, ESPN,
right?
That's why it's taking a shift.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's taking a shift because the guys that's all in charge.
What y'all think about that open? I didn't see it, but the opening ceremony, when it's a controversy regarding, some believe it was a mockery of the Last Supper, things of this nature. Yes.
Yeah, man.
You talking about on the world stage?
So it's an agenda that they pushing on the world stage. But my thing is like I don't understand like how women are even falling for this because it's not benefiting them.
It's not.
That you know what I mean? Like that feminist movement is not benefiting them.
And I believe all women and a lot of women aren't falling for it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I just think that the ones that have a voice, that have platforms, and
They
things
push
of
it.
this
Yeah,
nature,
they push
they
it.
partnering with.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's, you know,
I don't believe that all women
yeah,
are falling for
yeah.
it too. Because I like, you know, they had a professional volleyball player, like I was telling Clayton
Yeah.
earlier, and she was competing with women, but she was like a transgender, right? And so like the other women was like, I don't, you know, they didn't want to compete against her,
Right.
because she had an unfair advantage.
Right.
So
Right.
you know,
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of women are not falling for it. And they waking up to see that
Yeah. And it's a
doing
shame
more
this
harm than
Italian
good.
female boxer, you know, it's a shame that she's getting dragged for quitting. They're trying to say that she's doing this out of some kind of agenda of her own.
Right.
And I want to know how you guys feel about people in the media kind of, you know, defending this position of having this female with this XY chromosome, you know, defending this whole thing.
Because like, and I did a video about that. Like Shannon Sharp tried to defend it too, right? And you know, my pushback on Shannon Sharp, like even men don't want to fight against another man who has like
elevated testosterone. Exactly.
Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. Floyd, you know, I mean, he a grown man, one of the best boxers, you know what I mean?
Floyd,
like, I'm not fighting with you. Right. Yeah, it gotta be, men even want a level playing field. So why wouldn't we expect that a woman would want to, you know what I mean, a level playing field?
Yeah.
And for Shannon Sharp, and he knows about, like, you know, I mean, I don't know if he ever took PEDs, but he, you know, I mean, he know about PEDs and how much of an advantage that can be from one athlete to the next athlete. So when you talk about boosted testosterone levels and stuff like that, then you got to know that it's, you know, it gives this person, Imani Khalif, an advantage over the lady that she fought, you know, and so that's why I just think that.
His defense is, and I heard him and Ocho Cinco, Chad talk about it. If she, you know, can reproduce and she has a period, she's a woman, that kind of thing. This is the way God made her.
So that was the defense.
That's his defense, right? Now, even with that, there are special rare cases. You know, you were talking about it before we started off camera. Hermaphrodites, so to speak, they may have both chromosomes, you know, the XY chromosome or whatever. But knowing that they're special cases, to me, the Olympic Committee, people that do the testing and all this stuff, you know, you have to incorporate this understanding into how you're evaluating these people, regardless if these things can occur in our population. It still gives a person an unfair advantage over their competition if you got a female with elevated testosterone.
You wouldn't allow them to compete.
Yeah, because obviously in 2023, whoever was doing the measurement then didn't allow it. You understand what I'm saying?
The Olympic Committee, they allow.
Yeah, they're allowing it. So as a general public, we got to ask ourselves, what is that?
Like, what changed?
What's going on? Yes. Instead of defending it, to me, pose more questions. You understand what I'm saying?
So why not? Like I said, they need a separate category. But you know what I mean? And even within that category, they can add other subsections of people that also might, like a dude with lower testosterone or something like that, might be able to fight a female with higher testosterone. So they balance out each other. You know what I mean? Because what separates that Imani Khalif from women is like the muscle mass and that bone density. You know what I mean? So that's going to make her stronger and faster than any woman that she could go up against.
That's what it was. Like they say, she hit way harder.
I don't even know. I don't even know if like Clarissa Shields would want to fight. You know? Right. And Clarissa Shields said that she said that she could beat men.
Yeah. And then the guy that dropped her, he wasn't like no, he wasn't Floyd. Right. And he was retired. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't nothing to do that day.
Right.
He ain't had nothing to do that day.
That wasn't Buddy Crawford enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That's what I said. So it's the same thing in basketball. Like when you have like, and that's why the women didn't like when this dude said that he could take a high school All-American basketball team and beat a WNBA team.
Who said that?
it was some. I don't want to call him a shot jock, but it was somebody that was hosting the podcast. I saw that, and he was going to put up $1 million.
Yeah.
He was
take
gonna,
a what?
What to take off? Like the top high school boys could beat. Did he say the WNBA champion? Or he said the WNBA?
Oh, you saying the boys?
Yeah. The
Oh,
boys.
yeah. I kind of gotta agree with that. I agree with that.
You got what's the dude named the white boy? His name Cooper Cup. Going to Duke.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
If you talking about the top ranked high school team, yes. But these guys going to college, they getting ready to go to the next level.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said that the women, y'all would be, it would be a blowout. Y'all would be able to compete with them. And they was like, you crazy.
They killed him for it. And he said, well, if I'm wrong, y'all got $1 million. Go beat them. Yeah. And y'all got $1 million.
You can bring Team USA up here.
Yeah.
One time,
that's serious.
But it was a 15 and under soccer team.
Yeah.
Boys soccer team beat the Olympic women's team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A 15 under soccer team beat the Olympic women's team. Yep.
So that's what I'm, that muscle
it's mass. It's just a big difference. Yeah,
but I don't understand like why people would buy into that.
Right.
That, you know what I mean? Right. That you can't like so. That's just crazy, man. So
it's crazy, and it's interesting for me to watch people. And this is, I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but because of their political affiliation, will ride with certain shit.
Yeah.
When they know it's not.
Yeah.
On the up and up.
That's why
you understand what I mean?
Not even their interest. Not even their interest.
Yeah.
People, you know what I mean? They vote. They don't vote their interest. They vote their party.
And they're feeling.
I think people like, and people in those positions, like you said, it's not in their interest, but they don't even really care because they don't live like that. You know what I mean? So they like, if that law, that rule, that judgment is not going to affect them because when they go home behind their closed doors, they do something different anyway. Yeah. So if the masses live in a certain way, that, you know what I mean, they don't care. That's why I say people should really think for themselves and move in their own direction. Yes. Because if you let these other people tell you to do, they have you eating food that's been modified and food, water that's got all types of stuff, so that's why people wanted to think for themselves and move in their own direction. Because these leaders, man, I had you going down a rabbit hole that's just, that's outrageous. So yeah, that's my take on that with the with that boxing situation. Let's get into some the USA basketball team, right? So USA recently, their last game, they just beat Puerto Rico. They beat them 104-83. And what Anthony Edwards showed off.
He showed off. Yeah, he showed off this game. He got out on him. He was in his bag, boy. Threes, pull-ups, dunks. Yeah, he got out on him. Yeah.
But what I noticed about Team USA, they don't have a pure point guard.
No.
Because
they don't.
Me and Clayton was watching.
They don't have one. Mm-hmm.
Booker somebody got to steal and threw it out to Booker on the lead on the fast break, right? So Booker caught the ball like at the top of the key, and who was trailing? Tatum was trailing.
Yeah.
Booker caught the ball at the top of the key, and before Booker got to the free throw line, Booker
gave it back.
He passed it off to Tatum.
Mm-hmm. That was behind.
Yeah, that was trailing. That was behind.
Mm-hmm.
Now I said, like, a pure point guard wouldn't. That was too soon to give the ball up.
Mm-hmm.
A pure point guard would have made that defender he would have drew him away from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And created a larger lane for Tatum to now.
That's
because
right.
Tatum is an elite basketball player, elite athlete, he was able to, you know what I mean? But if that had been Chris Paul would have handled that ball, gave him a little whip wop, and then, like I said, made the defender make a choice, and then I said, they don't have a pure point.
So it was like a 2-on-1?
It was a 2-on-1.
Oh, yeah, you spread
you bring them to you. Yeah. So he got an easy.
Yeah, he can't play both.
He brought the defender. He just gave it. He gave it up too soon. I was like, man, if that was Chris Paul or you know.
Yeah. Or like you say, any true point guard,
You're going to have to make a decision as a defender. You either going to play me,
right,
or you have to fill that lane and block Tatum. But anyway, the dude Anthony Edwards showed his ass on there.
You think by them not having a true point guard, you think that hurts them sometimes?
Yeah, it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt. And when you don't have a true point guard, this is where it hurts you at. When you come up with teams, you go up against teams that got a true point guard, number one, and they have a continuity. You know what I mean? They got chemistry and continuity, so they've been playing against each other. And so the plays that they make, they've been playing with each other for years. So the plays that they make are going to be more just going to have a better chemistry and better.
Right, definitely.
You know, it's not USA is based on athleticism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's how they put the team together pretty much.
Right.
Like, you know, he's the best players, he's the best athletes, some of the best athletes, but there's no chemistry.
Yeah.
But they figure they can get over just on the talent, you know what I mean, alone.
If they run into a buzzsaw that makes them have to get in and out of offensive sets, not having that point guard is going to really hurt.
Right.
But I don't know enough about the field on the world stage.
I think they are going to run it. They're going to have. They had a hard time. You said South. You know what I mean? We like
Sudan. I like the way they play, man. I like the way bro. They long.
Yeah. They run, man.
Yeah.
I like them. That's a good team.
I guess LeBron can get them in out of sets because he kind of do that naturally. Yeah.
See, the thing is.
Oh, Drew Holiday. No. Drew Holiday can get him in and out of sets.
Yeah, that's
but it's
but he will though.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah. I forgot about Drew Holiday.
I don't know anymore, but Booker was leading them in minutes at one time.
Yeah, he was.
Booker was leading them in minutes. Well, you know, and I'm like,
maybe Steve Kerr trying to recruit us. I don't know.
I don't know either. You know, it gave me a head scratch. I just say he's not a playmaker, or anything like that, right? And so I'm like, wow, he ain't no lockdown defender.
We spoke about that's why, like, Booker best year is when he had Chris Paul with him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that was his most when you team Booker up with Bradley and you team him up with Kevin Durant, that's not as effective as when he had Andre Ayton and he had Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul was putting them all in positions where they was effective.
That's right.
You know, and that's important. You know, they had that point guard there like that.
This won't expose Steve Kerr either because they're so talented.
Yeah,
they win gold anyway.
They getting killed. I don't think he's getting killed, man. You know
I think he's getting killed too.
I mean,
I think he's getting killed.
Well, but do y'all? I don't think it's deserved. I'm gonna tell you because I think it's political. Like if you Steve Kerr or if you Grant Hill and you I think Grant Hill, if it was up to him, I think Grant Hill would have bought the dude from Boston to the team before he bought Derek White on there. But then Grant Hill have to answer to someone, to somebody else, and you know, so they was like, no, we don't want.
So what do you think was behind the decision for him not giving Tatum no burn that one game?
All of that stuff. Who for
Kerr,
Steve Kerr not to play him no time. He didn't get no burn.
I don't know what was behind that decision, but like I said, it's on that level. I think it's political. You know what I mean? Like I think you got like Nike. You got to worry about the sponsors.
And Derek White, he's not a.
But who else is LeBron is a Nike guy. When you look at LeBron, you look at LeBron, like why is LeBron playing 28 minutes a game, 20-something minutes a game?
Oh yeah, he's the ambassador though. I mean,
still, you know what I mean? So
and he playing bad. It ain't like he got playing 28 minutes.
If this cat the flag bearer for the whole Olympics. United States, then you know you got to feature him. So you're right about the politics when it comes to LeBron.
Yes.
But see, when it gets to that, Mike, I know what you're saying. You're saying you don't really blame Kerr for it.
Yeah.
But he the coach. And somebody got to have that weight. You understand? Somebody got to carry. You can't let him off the hook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let him off the hook. He's the one that's calling, you know what I mean? The substitution patterns and stuff like that. You know you got to take him down there. You know what I'm saying? He was real apologetic afterwards. Say, I feel bad. I don't know if he didn't think he was gonna get the pushback and things like
But
that.
it was premeditated.
Yeah.
He told me for the game supposed.
It was premeditated.
So, I'm like, so that could be to your point, Mike, that other players in hand.
Yeah.
Other people got their, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
say
they
and
got
certain
it.
things.
But it's not, like it's so much talent on Team USA that they know
Indeed.
that they could win with
Yeah,
with
they
any
deep.
roster out
They
there.
deep.
Let me ask both of y'all this, because I seen this on the show they was talking about. Do you think this Olympics hurt MB overall status in the NBA?
Hurt his status?
Yeah, because he's not playing well, not getting a lot of time. Do you think it hurts how his status or how people look at him going forward?
I'm gonna
I'll
say,
let him answer that.
I'm gonna
first.
say it
I'll come
exposes him because what you see from him now is like what he has always been. So like
That's
on the
what I
world
was gonna
stage is, it just exposes him. He had an incident like with France, right? He wanted to, he led them on to believe that he wanted to play with them, and then he went and played with Team USA. So the fickleness and the outspokenness is something that we have always seen with Joel Embiid. The game, like, man, Clayton was watching his highlights earlier. He want to go to the jumper. And his game is finesse in the NBA and his finesse there. So it just exposes him on a world stage.
Right.
He's got more.
Yeah.
Got that more microscope.
Yeah,
on him.
and
Right.
as far as the NBA audience and stuff, I think they already view him a certain way.
Right. Yeah, everybody, we already see.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And if he but he damn if he do that if he don't either. Because even if he'd have went to the Olympics and played well, or if he still got time to play well,
Yeah.
then you got the excuse, well, you with the greatest team. So that don't really show me nothing. MB, so he can't really,
and on top of that, like in none of the USA, they have never featured a big man. It's always been about like the ones and the twos,
Perimeter players.
the perimeter players. Like like when you think about Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon and all those dudes who ever played, in the Olympics, they don't never feature the big man anyway. So if I would have played, to be honest, if I'm Embiid, I would have played for France. You know what I mean? Because they would have more so wanted to run through him more so than like Team USA. So I would have played for France.
Well, one thing though, having an Olympic gold medal on your resume, for whatever reason, that gives you some kind of cachet, something you can cash in on and bank on. So maybe part of that is that.
Maybe it's. Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily see it that way, but
No, you're right.
resumes.
Yeah.
They always put that on.
They always put it on.
But I don't know, like, how is that working out for like Carmelo Anthony? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when he came back for the Olympics, he couldn't even it took him like a year and a half or almost 2 seasons to get back into the NBA.
Yeah, but I mean, outside of the sport, though, what does his resume
even
do?
outside of sport, I don't see what that. Especially, only thing I like, if you are a swimmer or a gymnast like Simone Biles or Michael Phelps, then you know what I mean. That endorsements,
up other doors.
Endorsements. That's big. You know what I mean.
You don't think Carmelo got endorsements and stuff like that? I'm just saying, do you think he has any? Because he's not an NBA champion, so.
He might have got some endorsements.
I think he does. I think he does.
Because of the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I mean, but more so, you see more so like swimmers and gymnasts and track stars who
really cash in from the Olympics.
Gatorade.
Swim because it's not a professional league for some of that stuff. So the Olympics is that thing.
They look at swimmers in Michael Phelps' case. Track and field. They look at them. They look at those athletes as the greatest athletes.
As real athletes.
Right.
Yes.
They look at them like the greatest athletes.
Jesse Owens.
Yes.
Because
those,
Carl Lewis.
It's like they're the greatest
athletes.
Those activities, those are the original activities when you talk about swimming, track, and field. You know what I mean? So
that's right.
Those are the before basketball, like shot putting and all that stuff. Like all that stuff, throwing the javelin. Those
original games.
Original activities. That go back to like the Greek days. You know what I mean? Like, so, and I think when it comes to Olympics, I think those activities should take precedence over everything else. You know what I mean? I don't have an issue with that either. before basketball and break dancing and shit. Now they get ready to bring in break dancing.
Break dancing is a part of this.
Oh, it is?
2024. Yes, it's part of this game.
I'd rather watch curling before I watch break dancing.
Curling?
Yeah.
Before you.
I don't want to see no break dancing.
What,
Yeah.
break dancing?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It's
That's
subjective.
what I'm
It's
interested in.
subjective. You know what I'm saying?
How do they judge
And
it?
then, like for a nigga like me who can't dance,
But I think they may bring in. I think they may bring in people from that world for the technical aspect, and then bring somebody from the performance aspect.
Yeah.
Different judges for
so wouldn't that be
Different criteria.
dominated by USA too, though? Because like that's
break dancing.
break dancing.
Don't sleep on London,
I'm
boy.
about to say,
Don't sleep on the UK.
man.
No, but wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you who else have a lot of break dancers. That's and pop locking type people. Japan. They you know what I mean? Yeah. So they so they are performers too.
Hip hop culture is
Yeah.
more prominent in these places
Especially
now.
Today,
Yeah.
Japan and UK and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
they raw with it too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So all right. So we was talking about Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Oh, let me ask one more question though about Anthony Edwards though. Do y'all feel like Anthony Edwards should be like? Should he be the face then? Should he be like the go-to guy, like what he said earlier in the Olympics? Like he should be the go-to guy for Team USA.
I don't.
You don't?
Nah, I think that should be KD.
Kevin Durant? What you say?
KD, the all-time leading scorer in the Olympics.
Yeah, Mike Krzyzewski.
Yes.
Mike Krzyzewski did give him that.
KD,
Yeah.
all-time leader in history, men's basketball.
Yeah,
Yes.
Coach Mike K did give he did give KD that you know what I mean. That
He's so
that
efficient. KD's so
Hey,
efficient.
man, that's the thing.
He's so efficient.
Well,
Yeah, it's
That's
like,
the thing, man.
yeah, yeah. He
You
don't need.
know, that's man.
He'll walk
I
and
can't
buck.
really push back, right?
Yeah.
What y'all saying, right? I think if Anthony Edwards want that title, that moniker, I think he's gonna have to take it then.
That's
And I
for
mean, if KD
That's
is that
for sure.
if KD that dude,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
then he
for
gotta
sure.
take it.
But
He
the,
shouldn't give it to him.
the thing about this team, though, you don't need. See, I don't think it'll be a situation where you'll have to have a go-to guy.
Yeah.
They so deep.
Right.
This team, though, man, I thought about it. They was having a conversation about
You talking about 92?
92 versus this squad, right?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember who was debating it. But they was making some valid points.
They did. I heard that too.
You
They made
know?
some valid points. But then
You know, but
when you look
I
at
heard
that team
Cowherd.
with
I
Mike
heard,
and
I heard,
Bird,
I heard Cowherd. I think when we get
yeah.
Cowherd was but I think when we get stuck on, we look at the 92 team, we think about things prime.
Right.
right.
That
Right.
wasn't
Bird wasn't in his prime.
Right. Magic wasn't.
Magic wasn't.
Was Mike.
Mike, Scotty, Mike.
Clyde.
I think Barkley. I
Clyde.
think Clyde.
Clyde.
I think Karl Malone wasn't
Yeah.
too bad off. Stockton was all right too. And
In 92,
it's really the question about prime is really Magic and Bird. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. David Robinson. But the thing I thought was interesting is, could David Robinson check these cats on this team like the ADs?
Yeah.
I think he outplayed AD.
He could.
And Embiid. The
He
Embiid
could.
got the prowess, but he don't play big.
Right.
He don't play
I think Dave
big.
Robinson
Yeah.
had a problem with the big.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. I don't think they'll do effective.
And I don't think they can handle the physicality of the 92 team.
Oh no.
With Barkley and Malone,
That's what stop that.
yeah.
That's it.
And then the perimeter, Mike and Scotty going to put pressure on that ball.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean? So even
Scotty
long
locking
like
down,
Tatum,
bro.
Yeah.
Even somebody long like Tatum,
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Scotty can clamp that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Scotty can clamp that because he's
Yeah.
gonna move his feet
Yeah.
long, stuff like that.
Well, what about Clyde Drexler? Clyde Drexler was a
Yeah,
beast on
yeah.
defense. You know what I mean?
Was he? I could mention. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember Clyde in that aspect.
He had to. You know, you remember back then, man.
Yeah.
The twos was prominent back
Yeah,
then. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he
yeah.
had the strap up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was Clyde on defense.
Yeah.
I ain't even worried about him on offense.
Right,
On defense,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
was
he gonna
strap
do
up
a
too.
second.
And I give 92 the edge. Now, see, this where 92 I have problems dealing with Drew Holiday. I don't care what
You
nobody
think
says.
of Drew?
Yes.
Look at your man. Well, go past it.
Yes.
I don't necessarily agree with that part, but go past it. Go to your man Ant. Go to D Book.
Yeah.
Go I'm just like remember the players.
Yeah,
You know
D
what I'm
Book
saying?
a walk.
KD.
Yeah.
KD.
Now KD is a problem.
Yeah, KD would be
KD
he'd
is
be
a problem.
I think Scottie Pippen can play KD though.
He wouldn't be able to contest the shot.
That shot.
Hold. Let me push back. Anytime Jason Tatum can slow down KD, when Boston played, when he played it, he got into KD and he slowed him down.
You know what? That's a good point you make when they was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think that was good, but I think KD was carrying so much of a load on this team is more equally distributed. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
It's more equally distributed.
That's true.
Back then, the Nets needed him to score every bucket almost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I think that wore him down.
Scotty will give him a goal.
Yeah.
It's just that length and that.
Right,
but I think Scotty wouldn't have to worry about crowding him because if you get past Scotty, then Mike will help out.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you got KD on the floor and Ant on the floor at the same time,
you can space.
And you got Steph on the floor.
You can space.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like I give 92 the advantage at the point guard position, but not defensively at the point guard position. I don't know if Stockton. You know what I mean?
No, defense was not stopping.
And Magic couldn't really at that point because of his age and stuff.
They still pushed that 92 team. They ran a lot.
They did, but
would they be able to get out
defense?
These guys?
Yeah, and then defensively slowing them down. Because I mean, even if Scotty locked down KD, you still got, and no Mike can lock somebody down. You still got them other guys, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. And I don't think Scotty can lock down KD.
I don't think so either.
I think Mike and Scott can lock down
Ant, but not KD.
I think Mike can lock him down.
I don't even think it's about like because Scotty and Mike they face dudes it's about like making you shoot tough shots too. Like wherever your strength is, like Scotty not gonna try to defend that. He gonna try to prevent that. That's their strategy.
But what about the bigs? The way the bigs come out away from that basket. Now you pulling Malone and Barker them out away from that basket.
Away from the basket. See that's the part that I think people fail to realize like that in some instances where it's go them bigs not gonna be able to sit down in
that lane
and you don't protect the basket like that. They gonna get thrown out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna
that could work against you too though, because Scotty and those dudes, they can recover. And see that's the whole thing about like anybody can get like you can put a move on anybody, but what separates those defensive ball players in the NBA is that recovery time. Like Allen Iverson, you know, he could beat a lot of those dudes off the dribble, but then when you playing against somebody who had that length, or like say like even like a Kevin Garnett, that's what made him special. Because you know what I mean, like I seen people give him a move, but then his recovery time, you know what I mean, and he still could recover in time enough to affect your shot.
But these guys attack too though.
Yeah.
So even if they beat a Scotty, they going to turn the rim down too. They got going, you know what I mean? They long too. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the 90, I would love to see it, but I think that 92 team can find itself in foul trouble. Just trying to stay in front of these guys, moving your feet, stuff like that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But mentally, man, you got to get an edge to that 92 squad.
Yes, mentally. Yeah. Shit, any team with Mike on it, I'm telling you.
I say him and Magic.
Yeah,
I think the 92 team in their prime and this team in their prime, I think they'll win like 8 out of 10 times.
It's just like you say, it's just contrast of style.
It is.
Styles too.
They were saying that the Redeem team can handle the Dream team with Kobe on it.
Who was the bigs on that team?
Right, yeah.
They had no bigs.
I don't know who the bigs are even on the Redeem.
Was Shaq on that? No.
Shaq wasn't on.
Shaq was on the, they called it the Dream Team too. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall who was on that Redeem team.
Yeah, not especially the bigs. Yeah. You know, I remember LeBron and Dwayne and Kobe and
I don't think they could have messed that 92 team. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know if
Melo. I don't remember the bigs on that team.
if I'm just I'm just nostalgic, or you know what I mean, I haven't seen nothing.
That always plays a part. I'm guilty of that.
I'm stuck there. Yeah, too. I'm stuck there too. And they talk about Steph and the logo threes and stuff like that, right? They bring the 3-point equation, but they sleep on Chris Mullin. Chris Mullin was serious from three. Might not have been as deep.
Shoot, man.
He was just pretty shoot. And
then
Bird, to me, Bird could still pull a three. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, pull that
See,
three.
that's what they said about Bird. Like those players, Bird and Chris Mullins, they could shoot from there. They just didn't. That's that's the difference between today and yesterday.
That was considered a bad shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even today,
Don't take that. It's low percentage. Don't take that.
I think it's a bad shot even today, though. You know what I mean? Because the further away from the goal you move, the low. You know what I mean? The lower the percentage.
Right.
Right.
I don't.
For the fan. Oh, wow.
Right.
All that,
Me personally, I'm coaching. I want high percentage shots. I don't care what's trending. I don't care what's going on in today's game. Give me the best shot.
We'll get fired.
Yeah.
Possibly, or we'll win.
We'll get fired because
Or we'll win.
You gotta hit a home run.
You're right.
Yeah, if you play, you gotta hit a home run.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I mean, you got to be successful at that style. You know what I mean? Just like the dude from what was his name, Paul Westphal, when he went to that running gun. Yeah. Oh, and somebody else.
Yeah, I ain't playing running gun. I ain't playing running gun. I'm just saying my team would be taking the highest percentage shot every time down
But to
four.
Mike's point,
you gotta win like
right?
that.
If he win, he sticks around. Even though that team is still legendary and all that stuff, but they didn't win anything. And they scored 149 points against Michigan in the tournament game 1 year, man. 149 points. Man.
That's just gunning.
That's crazy.
That's
gunning.
gunning.
You know what I mean? But it was like, hey, he said he wanted a shot like what was it? Every 6 seconds he wanted a shot going up or something like that.
Yeah.
Look at the last two NBA championship teams.
Boston
Look at
and
Boston
and Denver.
Yeah.
Look at them.
What you mean?
Look how they play. Efficient shooting, open shots, high percentage shot. Golden State came through and ushered in that, with Steph and them. But for the most part, look at what win championships.
Yeah, I think that mid-range game
in
is like
Milwaukee.
a lost art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the mid-range.
See,
and that's what I'd be looking for.
See, people don't shoot that.
I'd be looking for that.
Yeah.
Toronto won a title with Kawhi, and the Kawhi was the mid-range king.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, and Kobe was a mid-range king.
Mid-range.
Too. Mike was a mid-range
king.
And see, that's the thing. Like, when you need an easy bucket and you know you're not gonna get a layup, that mid-range game, like Rick Hamilton, he was a mid-range. You know what I mean?
Yep, he was another.
And Baltimore's own Sam Cassell mastered the mid-range.
Yeah. That was another. Yep.
Because that mid-range is a high percentage shot.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean, you can get to that spot.
I remember having a debate with a guy, and he said who had a better mid-range, Rick or Sam. I was like, man, Sam, I was shooting. I was like, Sam, I was shooting. He like, no, man. I was like, I'm telling you, man, Sam, I was shooting. I'm telling you.
Rip can shoot, but Rip Hamilton we talking about? Yeah, but I take Sam.
Yeah, I take Sam.
I take Sam.
I was like,
that's how he. That's
that
how.
might be biased, but I don't think
I take Sam.
I don't think it's that close. I Rip can shoot.
Rip can shoot.
Right, but I don't think
and
it's
see,
that
that's
close.
why I hesitate to say Sam too, because people like, well, that, that's Baltimore.
Right.
But I seen Sam do it on the highest level in pressure moments.
Yeah.
Pressure moments.
Yeah.
Because they say dream and all that, but to be honest with you, Sam doing what he did was the key to that goddamn Houston beating New York.
He looked better in that than Kenny Smith.
Yes.
That's what they used to play.
Yes.
That's what they used to play that.
Sam. Yes.
He was more clutch than Kenny Smith.
Yes.
Because Robert Ory was a youngin' at the time. Too.
Yep.
It was like them. They was making their mark.
Was Vernon Maxwell on the team then?
Vernon was the first. He was the first.
Yeah.
Did Sam get one with Boston too?
He got Sam got three
playing and one as a coach. Yeah. He got that third with Boston, right?
Yeah. All right, so let's go into Sha'Carri Richardson, right? She lost that 100 meters to what was the young lady named Alfred from
St. Lucie. Yeah, St. Lucie. Yeah.
Man, those women fast. I don't know. They fast.
And I never even heard of that sister. She lost.
St. Lucius.
Yeah, I haven't even heard. That's the first medal they ever.
For real?
That's the first medal they ever had in the Olympics.
They was
Yep,
really
first ever in that country. First
Okay.
ever.
Yep.
She was rolling though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And man, she shot out the like a cannon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And see,
She
Clay,
got blocks like
that's what you said the difference
And
was.
that was the difference.
Yeah.
That
She
out the
couldn't
block.
She couldn't walk it
Couldn't
down.
walk it down. Couldn't make it
Yeah.
up. Out the block.
She was gone.
To me, it was something off with Rich just a little bit too.
For real?
Just looking at highlights from other things
Yeah.
and just looking at her energy. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know what something wasn't there. I don't know.
And sometimes
Yeah.
you get like that. Like,
Yeah,
you know
you
what I
just-
mean? Like you'll get to that space,
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
not ready to go like you
Yeah.
usually are. So maybe
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
She
but
couldn't walk that girl down
that young
at
lady
all.
from St. Lucius was rolling.
That-
And the girl let up a little bit, but she didn't finish. She
Yeah.
And
kind of
I think by the sister from Jamaica not competing.
competing.
Yeah.
I thought Shakari might have been
That might have, but that might have took some of that
air out of her.
air out of, because you know sometimes when you compete in a certain thing, it gets you up.
Yeah.
And
You
by-
know what I
by
mean?
being there, yeah,
Maybe.
could be.
Yeah,
It was a little letdown from that.
yeah, a little letdown. Yeah,
I ain't
Yeah,
think of
but
that.
she still got
yeah,
won
she got
Silver.
silver. Yeah, her and another girl
And
from
another
US got the
sister from US
bronze.
got the
Yeah,
bronze.
silver and
Okay.
bronze. Yeah,
And Simone Biles, man. This young lady Simone Biles ain't even human, man.
she an alien boy.
Man,
That's
she be
crazy.
doing some
She
crazy
alien.
stuff, man. You know her husband there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they gave him time off from camp
Yeah.
to go and support.
Well-
That was
Oh, they gave it to him.
yeah, they gave him
Oh, they
time.
gave it to him. I thought he was it was some type of dispute because he wasn't supposed to be there. He's supposed to be at training camp.
No, they let him go.
They
As
did?
far as I know, they
Oh, okay.
they
I thought
authorized
they
him.
said
Yeah,
it was a
from the
dispute. They wanted him to be there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now, I don't
what
know
team
how
is that?
long he can stay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long. I think he was Green Bay. I don't
He
know
didn't
how
already
long
one
he
goal
can
all around.
Yeah.
He didn't did it.
So he can go
He
back.
probably can bounce now. You know what's impressive though with stuff like that, and that young lady and others. Like I don't even understand what I'm watching.
Mhm.
In full transparency, you
Right.
know, with some of that the vaulting stuff. But she can do it at such a level that you know you watching something great. I don't even understand how to score that shit. But you know what I'm saying? But like, God damn, I watch.
You see it.
Yeah,
you're like,
especially
that's
when she
tight.
did that vault.
Yeah, man. And she
I
was
don't-
sticking the leg.
Yeah, like I don't understand that
When she
shit.
did that, vault,
Yeah.
she did what was that? Like she did like
4 or
flips in a
5
row.
tumbles.
Twist and
Yeah.
twist and all that.
You can see people do like a triple somersault,
Yeah.
but she do a
And then
Yeah.
twist in it and all
Yeah.
that. And then stick the land.
Yeah.
Man, that's like
I
you
wasn't overwhelmed with her floor and some of the other stuff we watched earlier,
like
but
the floor exercise.
yeah, but that vault, my goodness,
She had
man.
to go on one, but she stepped out of bounds on it.
Right.
It says only like a,
I told you I thought she stepped on that line, yeah, on the floor exercise. Yeah, I
But
thought,
they say the
They still
deduction
gave
was
it
so
to her.
small. Yeah, they say the deduction was so small.
yeah,
And she still got gold.
yes.
Yeah,
And look at this. I wonder how many people gonna follow her trend, right? So this is what's so great about her, that she can compromise some of the technical scoring. She don't have to be perfect because the degree of difficulty is so crazy that it gives her that it offsets that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So that's just
Yeah.
like that's just like being like Pat Mahomes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like if you
Don't bring him up, the old boy.
that's just like being Pat Mahomes, man. Like,
Yeah.
can't nobody else do it, you know, or they can't do it like you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, the degree of
It's like
difficulty
the
is just
degree of
crazy.
difficulty is crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, Simone. Let me ask you, what's Simone Biles? What's her husband name? Something
I
Evans?
forget that brother name. I forget
But
that
anyway,
brother. But I think he's like a safety. I think he's like
Yeah.
Who he played for?
Green Bay. He caught some backlash because he took a picture with her gold medals on. Now I'm like, I don't see no harm in that. That's his wife.
Right. But why would they?
I
What,
don't know.
what were
Like
they saying though, Mike?
they took offense.
Why?
Like he shouldn't have had those gold medals on. But I mean, it ain't like he was trying to pawn him or nothing like that.
But what if she was holding his Super Bowl trophy?
Well, yeah, I
You
think
know what I mean? Or wearing the Super Bowl ring.
I see her with like his professional, gear.
Yeah,
on it, you know
right.
what I mean? Like it wasn't no big deal. I'm like, that's his wife. He proud
Right.
of her.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't
I
see
think
what
they
the
reaching
pushback.
on that. Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's what it is. We living in the times now where everybody looking for content, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pick at everything.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right.
I ain't see what,
That's silly to me. Like,
I ain't see what the pushback was,
that's
what that
crazy.
was all about for that.
Yeah.
So
And they probably, I don't even know. But I mean, she might hang them when she get home, or they might be in the drawer when she get home. You know what I'm saying?
She might have been sitting right there.
Right.
yeah.
Right. What's the big deal?
Shit. And if nothing, he promoting her more. That's
Yeah.
great brand. That's great brand management. Like that's because it's getting people to talk. So shit, I don't,
Well, that's
I don't
cool.
know.
I dig them as a couple though. They seem like a cool little
Yeah,
couple.
yeah,
Do
they
they?
do. They do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I like how she bounced that whole thing when he said whatever he said. What he said about?
He said he was the catch.
Yeah, but she didn't trip off that because she had a good answer for that. Like,
Yes.
Right. I mean, but yeah, to me, it's
Well,
like,
see, a whole bunch of single women, you be like, girl,
they
They
get
like,
us started.
girl.
Let's go, Mike. Let's go. Talking, Mike.
All
Talk.
the
Go
single
ahead.
women like, girl, women who ain't had a man in years, they want to comment, so you like, man, she ain't let nobody step on that, you know what I mean? She ain't let none of them
But
bras.
man, no quote
Mess
could
that
be
up.
truer than single women keep women single.
Oh yeah, that.
No, there's no truer quote been spoken, man. It's single women keep women single.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, man. I tell you.
They keep you single.
Mm.
All right, so what's going on in the NFL though?
Man, I was watching yesterday. I was watching. They was on NFL Network. They was just showing everybody training camps. Man.
Yeah.
Everybody training camps. And I was more focused on my team.
I'm fucking with them, man.
The Steelers.
I'm fucking with them.
They say Justin Fields looking good, man.
I'm telling you, I think Justin Fields is gonna get that job.
Yeah, and it ain't a bad thing if he does.
No. I think when he was in Chicago anyway.
He couldn't have a better mentor than Russ. You know what I'm saying? Russ, man, or the consummate professional man.
Yeah.
He's going to help him. Even he spoke well about him because they interviewed Russ.
Well, that's
He was
good.
speaking well about. They showed the Colts. I tuned into that. They was talking about their quarterback. Young, he a big dude, man. The quarterback they drafted.
Anthony Richardson.
Yes, sir.
He a beast.
He the
For the
quarterback.
Colts.
They drafted him out of LSU.
Pure
He's
athlete. He
man.
big,
Yeah.
pure
He's
athlete.
big. I didn't know he was that big.
Big arm,
Yeah,
can
man.
run.
Yeah, man.
He
Anthony
big.
Richardson.
He got hurt last year.
He got
Who
Yeah.
was he playing for?
The Colts.
Oh, the Colts. Oh,
Yeah.
Colts draft.
I'll say this about Justin Fields. Great situation for him to be in Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
The one thing about Pittsburgh is if this kid can rush for over 1,000 yards like he did in Chicago, if that's what his thing is, Mike Tomlin and them going to use that. They're not going to constantly get caught up and we need to win a certain way.
Right.
Scrap that.
Right.
We just want, and they're already known for running,
Yeah.
defense.
Because Najee Harris, they say he the only running back to rush for 1,000 yards 3 straight years.
Yeah.
You know what
I
mean?
don't
So
like
he's
him,
still
though.
there. I like Najee.
I like the other kid.
I do. I like him too. I like him.
I think
He
they
seems like
found
he
that
runs
guy.
hard.
Yeah.
He runs harder than Najee. You know
Who
what
run harder than Najee?
The second running
Yeah.
back. I can't-
He more
Yeah.
elusive to me.
Yeah.
He quicker.
Najee big though. See, that's why.
Yeah,
But see, that fits Pittsburgh's style.
Right.
Even with
Right.
their
That's
quarterback,
it.
when they had Ben Roethlisberger,
Right.
Ben Roethlisberger was, he was
Yeah,
a big
yeah,
dude. He was
yeah.
hard to
That's it.
bring down.
And then going back to Bussy, when Bussy was there, Jerome Bettis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah,
So that's a good trade-off. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like change of pace, I should say. You
Yeah.
got Najee, he the big bruiser, and then you can get this dude come in, he almost like a scat.
Mhm.
But he runs hard.
He runs hard, but it
runs
just
hard,
seems
man.
like it's just
And,
give me 3 yards, 3.6 a
They
carry.
called it 3 yards in the cloud.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm not. They hyped him, and I know they say he a great running back. But every time I've watched him, I'm waiting.
Because you know why? Because he don't really break the long ones though. Like
Right,
that.
that's
You
it.
know what I mean?
He's not a home run hit.
But
Yeah,
even if he ain't getting the long ones, I want to see some,
You wanna see if
5,
somebody
6,
miss.
7 yard carry, make him miss, run.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not. Does he
But
catch
see-
the ball out the backfield?
When you got a running back like that, that takes real coaching though. You know what I mean? Because you got to be patient.
You gotta be patient with him.
Yeah, you got to be
Yeah, you
patient,
gotta be
and then you
patient.
got to be you got to stick to your game plan, and then you got to have a feel for the game that y'all in. Like, is this working for us? Is this really working for us? And should we change pace or something like that? So that's real when
What's
coaching come
What's
in.
my man that left, man? Steelers running back left and went to the Jets. Held out
You
that
talking
year.
about my man?
Yeah,
You talking
yeah.
about
Been a
my
Hall of
man?
Famer if he'd have stayed.
He wound up in Baltimore the last year.
He'd
It's
have been a Hall of Famer if he'd have stayed with the Steelers.
What's his
He'd have
name?
been
that
all-
dude could run.
He could run.
He had that slow to the line of scrimmage, and
He
then
was
he took
patient
off.
though. See,
They
was a
called them
patient
triple
runner.
B's. It was the triple B's, right? Ben,
Antonio Brown.
Brown, and him.
I forgot his name.
I think his name.
But he was a patient runner. You right, Tom. He would follow his guys to the
Right.
line and then like
And see, I think-
Bell,
off-
Le'Veon Bell.
yeah.
But I think what
Le'Veon Bell.
what he didn't understand your offensive line, you gotta get them time to set up. If you go to a different organization and they block different,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They block different. They block and scheme.
Yeah.
It could be the same play, but your offensive line
Yeah.
just blocks that play
Yeah.
different. It's going to affect.
They had chemistry, and he had chemistry.
Right,
Right. He used to
right.
set his blocks up
Right.
beautifully
Yeah.
with that
yeah.
hesitation.
Yeah, man. He took that down
Yeah.
hit and came back with
Yeah.
the Jets, man. He even said it now, man. Like,
Yeah.
man, I should stay.
Le'Veon
You know
Bell.
how it's like 2020.
I love what
Yeah.
Mike T said too. I love this about Mike T in their camp, right? And I know we in Baltimore, Ravens, yeah, I get it, but you gotta call it what it is, you know.
Yeah.
This dude got them motherfuckers in pads.
Oh, Mike Tomlin?
Yes,
Yeah.
playing football. Straight up.
I like that.
He said, I don't believe in trying to figure it out, trying to speculate on what I got.
Mm.
I got to see.
Real football, I want to see if you're gonna make the tackle. You're gonna make the
Well, you know, Coach T,
Gotta love
we
that.
came up under Dungy.
yeah.
He was defensive back coach, man, down
Yeah.
in Tampa Bay under Coach
Yeah.
Dungy. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, man, you know that defense down there was super,
Yep.
man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. And he says it's great to say he understands the process.
Right.
He understands. He's a firm believer in,
Yep.
you know, that push-pull.
Yep.
You know, bringing the stuff out of a person if it's there, bringing
Yeah.
it out. You know what I'm saying? So I like, and the first thing he commented on his interview was, what group you really focus on? He said the offensive line.
Yeah. That's where you know what I mean. Like the offensive line
It's
is play a big
start,
part
baby.
in your
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
You got to protect. You got to be able to, you know what I mean, block for your run.
And
You
Raven
gotta be able to
fans, he loved Patrick Queen.
Yeah.
protect. Yeah.
He loved Patrick Queen.
Man, when Patrick Queen was here, man, I used to tell dudes all the time. I said,
Patrick
man,
Queen is in Pittsburgh now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
I said,
Got him
man,
a captain.
He's around the ball. I said, he's always around the ball. I
Yeah.
used to say that all
How
the
did they-
If he's
what-
not making a play, he's always around the ball, man. I used to say
How did
that.
they lose? How did they lose?
Free
Patrick?
agency.
Oh, free agents.
Yeah, free agent. He said, dude, it felt like he was drafted by us. Mike said that. Plus, he got him quarterback, and in the second, he the quarterback now, like calling out, setting the deep backs and stuff. Yeah, he loved Patrick Queen.
Okay?
Yes,
Yo, I
he
don't
got
even-
him being a voice.
I ain't even need to hear you say all
I'm
that.
just, yeah.
That's
Y'all still
crazy.
got Roquan, don't still
Oh,
got
Roquan a beast.
Roquan,
Roquan a beast.
Yeah.
Hamilton, Roquan, that beast.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, beast.
My man can stay healthy.
Who?
The D-back. What's his name? I was talking about a couple weeks ago.
Humphrey,
Yeah.
he washed now.
Humphreys.
Even if he stay healthy, he washed. He washed.
Like,
Yeah.
He was
Humphrey
great
couldn't
when he
stay
came
healthy.
on.
this might be what, like his 8th year?
Yeah, he done.
He couldn't stay healthy.
That's
though.
the thing.
Yeah.
Humphreys couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this about Russell Wilson, right? Like
Yeah.
did he seem like that fire gone though, Russell Wilson?
I got to see him, but
Yeah, I got to see more. When I was watching the interview, he's dealing with an injury.
Mhm.
It ain't nothing severe,
I don't. Yeah.
but you know when you
That's what
longer,
they say.
you know when you longer in your career,
Yeah.
something minor can turn into something major. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
got to really keep your eye on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was saying to Mike off camera that I believe with Russell, mentally he may be demoralized
Yeah.
because he had so much swag, he had so much hype. You know, he won Super Bowl, he had that cachet, could pick his team, went to Denver, but that shit Sean Payton did to him last year, he got humiliated, man, and he got humble, and I think that might have took some of his spirit. Speaking of your point.
I think you're right. I think that, and I think, you know, because but I thought he had a big ego anyway, coming from from Seattle, and then I think that was part of the problem, like with those dudes over there, Sherman and what's the dude that eat the Skittles all the time?
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, you know what I mean?
Beast mode.
Beast mode. All those guys, like, and the defense really had a problem with him because he wanted to be. He thought he was above everybody else on the team, which
I think that move to Denver really helped.
Yes.
I think the move.
Yeah,
to
it
Denver
did.
helped. And then they brought Sean Payton in to be the coach. That, like, you know what I'm saying? Really.
Yo.
Yeah, because the way he would talk to him, man.
Oh my God.
Man, what's his name? Somebody, Ryan Clark said that. Ryan Clark said, you know, Sean Payton never talked that way to Drew Brees sideline, right? And so he said, and he know Russell would respond exactly the way he would.
Yeah.
So he said he got the right one.
He got the right one.
So Ryan Clark said, man, I wish he would try that with the wrong one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ryan Clark was, I wish he would have tried that with the wrong one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't dress your starting quarterback down like that on the sideline,
not in front of the
national
team.
TV, man. You just don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
And for that, he get rewarded with Bo Nix. He had like a 6-year college career or something like that. 6-year college career. So they talking about he gonna start and he's the perfect quarterback.
Yeah.
And Sean Payton, all right, coach him up there.
Well,
You're such a great coach and all. Coach him up.
Yeah,
I think he hyped as a coach. I think Peyton is hyped as a coach, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right. So y'all won. Y'all didn't win a Super Bowl, but
right.
I thought he was hyped up as a coach.
He won that one Super Bowl. They don't talk about a lot of them years. Even New Orleans was 7-9 records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With Drew Brees, with a decent defense, with all that. He you know what I mean? Play call extraordinary and things like that. Yeah, a lot of them years you went 7-9, missed the playoffs, 8-8.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, one thing, when he came out against that other coach, Nathaniel Hackett,
right, talk trash about
talk
him.
trash.
Yeah.
That's
So
why
they-
Miami ran that score up on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly why they ran that score up on them.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life, man. What was the final score? 79 or was it 70?
It was 70 to what, maybe like 23.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was
Tried to
ridiculous.
play Rush that shit. I say, oh, so he played linebacker now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He tried to play Rush that. You know what I
they
mean?
ran it up.
Yeah,
He didn't make no friends. You know what I mean? With that when he
Not
went
with
after
that
that coach.
comment.
You know, there's new ownership up there in Denver.
Yeah.
Walton.
Okay.
Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Walmart people. Yeah.
One of his sons owned the team up there.
Yeah.
Wow. Denver. Yeah.
They can own the NFL. The whole
You're
NFL.
right about that.
And
Right
with Russ, like in Pittsburgh, like now and stuff like that, like he only getting a mill. He getting and Denver's still paying him.
all the bread.
It ain't really a whole lot of motivation.
Yeah.
I don't really if I got a slight calf and ain't that serious, I'm not pushing it. Because for one, I'm getting paid. I don't have to damage myself, and maybe I get another contract later or whatever.
And then too,
just never know.
Coach T and them ain't gonna push it.
They ain't pushing.
Because they looking at Justin Fields.
Yeah, they
He's
gonna see what they
good.
got.
Yeah, he looking good. So,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Oh,
So
Russ.
who else though? You saying the trainer camp?
they showed San Diego.
Yeah.
They showed them. They was talking to.
I like Jim Harbaugh. I like Jim Harbaugh. I think Jim Harbaugh can really, in my
He
opinion,
can coach.
Huh?
He can coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can coach. Damn, what the fuck they talking to? Somebody on defense. It wasn't my man, though. It wasn't the linebacker that was with Oakland all them years. What's my man name?
You talking about Matt?
Khalil Mack. It wasn't him. It was somebody else on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And they was talking about coming quarterback situation and things like that. How they looking forward to it. That might be them, Kansas City, of course. Who else over there? Not Oakland. With Las Vegas.
You mean in that division?
Yeah. Who else
It's
over there?
the Chiefs, it's them,
San Diego, it's the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah, we're missing one team,
Yeah,
right?
you missing somebody.
Yeah, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and the Rams, right?
Rams.
NFC. Yeah, who's over there with them?
I can't.
Kansas City, Oakland, the Chiefs.
Anyway, man, that should be. That should be a pretty decent. Oh, Denver.
Denver. That's right, the Broncos.
Yeah. So that, it would be interesting if the Chargers can make some noise over there.
You don't think Charles making no noise?
I mean, they're gonna be all right, solid, but the division is the Chiefs to lose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm talking about like
they might can make a playoff push. Yeah. You give Harbaugh a quarterback, and
there's 8 teams going.
yeah.
8 teams.
Seven, right? Seven.
7?
Yeah, 7.
7.
Yeah,
Right.
7.
There's one get the bye.
Yeah, one get the bye. 7, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm interested in seeing the number 1 draft pick, Khalid Williams. Caleb Williams. I want to see him in Chicago. Like, yeah, because I didn't even realize till I just seen that DJ Moore got an extension. And Keenan Allen there too, but I'm just saying I didn't realize they loaded him up like that. You were saying that last week.
Right.
Look at what they're doing for the kid, right?
That's right.
I want to see what he do. I really want to see this man because you got some weapons. But now the whole debate this week then, should his expectations be what CJ Stroud did last year? CJ had the greatest rookie season in the history of the NFL in terms of a quarterback. Is it fair to expect that?
Nope.
Boy.
I mean, it is unfair.
It's very unfair.
Unfair.
Yeah, it is. It very much is.
Unrealistic.
Right.
First of all, this guy, the number 1 pick, even though CJ Stroud was what, top 5, top 3, whatever.
He wasn't number 1.
He
Bryce
wasn't
Young
number
went.
one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
So,
was number 1. It's a lot of expectations coming in with Caleb and what Chicago did. You know what I mean? So the expectations are going to be real high. CJ ain't have it.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? CJ ain't had
He didn't
it.
have that. No pressure.
Right. And a rookie coach.
Yep. Rookie coach.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have it.
But they won 7 games last year.
So Houston or
Chicago.
Right.
So they got to have some expectation in terms of increased wins.
They wanted to kill Justin Fields. I said, man, they won 7 games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they wanted to kill him. Like, I'm like, man, they won 7 games. Look what he was working with.
Yeah.
He was running for his life.
Yeah.
They done built up the offensive line in Chicago and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm not sure if I like this dude more than I like Justin Fields, though.
Who, Khalid?
Yeah. Khalid.
Is that I'm saying it right?
No,
Caleb. I keep saying Khalid.
No.
Caleb.
I think I like Justin Fields better.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact that he done been in with the live bullets. And you got to see Caleb in there, you know what I mean, with the live rounds. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to see how he's going. And he might just live up to all the expectations.
Watching him at USC, I watched them play Colorado last year against Dion and them.
Yeah.
That boy. I like what I saw. I'm just saying I like what I saw. All we got is college.
Yeah, but you can throw 300 yards against Colorado.
It ain't the yardage. It's not the yardage. It's not the yardage. It's the what he did in the pocket, the way he played, the throwing off the run, the moving the defense, the looking the guys up. It's things like that, the intangible. It's not the yardage. I don't care nothing about the stats.
Against Colorado.
But he was doing, but then also, but you look at his highlights. You're right. You look at his highlights though. Yeah, because they comparing him like the abilities to Patrick Mahomes. They comparing the abilities like that. It is, but I'm just saying what they doing with his intangibles. So they could be, but I'm gonna find out. That's for sure.
So look. Yeah. Speaking of Colorado, what y'all expecting from Colorado this year?
Man, I would hope.
Yeah.
They would at least get bowl eligible. That's 6 wins.
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
6 wins get you bowl eligible. You know what I'm saying? I would hope that's what they would.
I gotta see the offensive line, and I gotta see if Dion gonna run the fucking football.
He's not.
No.
You know?
And the offensive line, then they say the offensive line that they have coming in this year is not a step up.
Is he gonna run the fucking football, or is he gonna be out there trying to get his son the Heisman?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's the ladder. Not the former. It's the ladder. Yeah.
I don't even think he's gonna be in a Heisman conversation because they don't have an offensive line. He gonna be running for his life out there.
Possible. But early in the season last year, them stats he was putting up, he was in the conversation.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
This is after like the first 4 weeks. Yeah.
This year the schedule is a lot tougher than
no doubt.
Yeah.
But I mean, he opened up the season. TCU.
Yeah.
They was just in the national championship the year before. He lit them up. Now I ain't gonna front.
He can play.
He can play.
He can.
He can play.
No, he can play.
He
for
can
sure.
spin that, but I
Yeah, ain't no
think
question. Ain't
Dion
no
is
question.
killing him.
Right.
You don't
Right.
need to have that boy throwing the ball every
And
play.
then, so his completion percentage stays high. He was eating the ball a lot.
Yeah,
Taking them sacks.
taking them sacks.
Because you didn't want to throw it in completion and bring his completion numbers down.
Yeah.
You wanted to keep him in the high.
Yep, and it was
He
so
was
many.
getting hit, man.
It was so many times the lane was open for him to take off and run.
Right.
He can run
Yeah.
too. And when he did that late in one of them games, and it brought them back. They wound up beating that coach that talked that shit against Dion, coach the other team.
They called him a
Colorado.
They called him
The other team in
social media
Colorado.
team.
Yeah.
What he said, he went in for clicks and views.
Yeah.
It was that couple.
Yeah, but they wound up beating late because he left the pocket. He ran one late and stuff like that. So, yeah, he got
I've
it.
seen a couple times, man, where
He got to
couple
use his
guys
legs
that
more.
came unblocked. And he ate the ball. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
throw it. So you
throw
won't
it,
get hit.
or- yeah, or use your legs.
Because he done broke containment.
Yep.
You know, once you're outside the hash, you can throw it.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Because so his completion percentage would stay up.
And your coach come and sit down in the press conference and talk about his quarterback should be considered for Heisman. His agenda,
That's
his focus
Yeah.
is all
On
wrong.
that.
And I'm gonna take it back to Harbaugh earlier this year. If your focus is we're gonna try to make sure Lamar is the greatest to ever play, you ain't the right coach to me.
Yeah.
That's all fucking wrong.
That's a good point.
I don't need to be focused on that. I need to be focused on if we win, that takes care of itself. That's silly. Dion sitting down, my son should be. That's silly to me.
Right. So that means that's your focus.
That's your focus.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm surprised nobody asked him like, is
Yeah.
that your focus?
Yeah. But they supposed to have a running back up there now in Colorado.
That's what's up.
They
Yeah.
supposed to.
That's
I ain't
what's
100% sure, but I think they supposed to have a running back. But all you gonna hand it to him?
You got to get that boy the
The
ball.
one that came in from Notre Dame,
Mhm.
he left. He transferred back out
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
because he ain't getting no carries.
I don't blame
Yeah,
him.
He ain't getting no carries. Yeah, he came
Yeah.
from Notre Dame.
So and
And,
that's not a good look if his focus is just for on his son.
That's-
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a good look. That's not a
Boy
good look.
throwing the ball 50 times a game
Right.
and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know the best way to protect your quarterback is to run the ball.
Hand that
Yeah.
goddamn
Hand
ball
that ball
off.
off. That's the best way to protect your quarterback, man.
And that don't even affect his completion, you know what I mean? Percentage.
Right.
Yeah. So and
Right.
that's the same thing I say about LeBron in basketball, man. I think LeBron is playing too many minutes in these Olympic games. They're not even really thinking about like the season. And AD, he shouldn't be logging big minutes. AD get hurt, you know, at the drop of a dime.
Walking
LeBron
to the
older.
vending machine. He
Yeah.
get hurt, man.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
AD.
I
He
think
playing a lot of minutes, AD is?
He shouldn't really be playing at all in the Olympics. He shouldn't even,
Yeah, why is he on the squad?
yeah, you know what I mean? Dude,
I know he a talent, but
You think he shouldn't have got invited? Or you
I
think
mean, do you think?
I think he should have got invited because he's big.
I think he should have got
man.
invited, but I
But
think
you don't
he
think
should
he
have
should have
declined.
accepted it? Yeah.
Like Kawhi
Well, he
Leonard.
lucky.
Like he should have been, you know what I mean?
He lucky that Giannis and Joker and them play for their home countries.
Yeah,
Because if these guys played for you, he wouldn't have got no burn. He wouldn't have gotten
you don't
invited.
think so?
No.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
Maybe he'd have been the third. Maybe Bam would have been the odd man out.
oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Maybe
I was
Bam
just
would have
talking
been
about
the
Bam.
odd
Bam
man.
really surprising me.
I
Man.
was like, Bam.
I'm
telling you, yeah, he nice. He nice around that basket.
To me,
man.
Bam, I think Bam is a better basketball player than Udonis has. You down with Udonis?
You know,
Not down with him.
Udonis,
from Miami back in the day, but D-Wade first came in.
he more
I
like
gotta,
a
big.
I gotta
Remember?
remember him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't.
Udonis more like a Dennis Rodman type ball player.
Right,
Anyway,
right.
you know what I mean?
Well, Dale Davis type. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But
yeah.
Bam can score and he play defense,
And he blocked shots,
block
Yeah.
shots.
run
Yeah.
the floor. Yeah, man, I like Bam.
Yeah,
Being a guard, I would love to play with a dude like
Yeah.
that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Being a guard,
Yeah.
I would love playing with a dude like
Yeah.
that.
He started.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
grew on me. He
Right,
growing
right.
on me.
Bam got the mentality that Anthony Davis should have. You know what I mean? Like Bam played defense and
Yep.
like us, and he run that floor.
And Anthony Davis played D too, but Anthony Davis, I think, get caught up sometimes in like I should be featured
Yeah.
on the offense. You know what I mean?
Let's remember though, let's remember he had that growth sprout, the growth spurt.
In high school.
Was it in college? Was it in college
No,
too?
it was in high school. He was
But he was a
6'1".
guard.
Yeah, he was 6'1".
You know, and to me, sometimes what you are is what you are.
Yeah,
You know, so you get this length, that don't necessarily change your core.
that's right. Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, he is a guard at heart.
Yeah, guard at heart.
He plays like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He plays like a dog.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the heart to be banging and bumping in that paint.
They
No
don't
way.
wanna do
You know what I mean? Everybody not cut for that.
They don't want to do
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He uses athleticism though for big, and he gets advantage with some of his skills.
Yeah.
But like that ticker, that meanness, I don't see it like
Yeah.
that.
Never had. Even when he was in school.
Nope.
Never had. Like you say, he got talent.
Yeah.
Talent off the charts. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah. I would be illegal if I was 6'11", man. And I'll be
I
trying to rip
want to
the
know
rim
how he
down.
had that growth spurt.
I'll be trying to rip the rim down every
I want to know he had that growth spurt. I want to know.
Where
You
you
know?
from? You know?
I don't know. Is he from Chicago? Is he from Illinois somewhere?
I don't know where he
Might
from.
be.
I
Might
think.
be.
I'm not sure. I thought he was from.
I want to know what he got a hold of. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, to go from what 6'1" to 6'11".
Even though Kevin Durant said, man, them guys lying about me.
Yeah, I saw that. He was talking to Kay, that
Did you
girl,
see the-
Kay
did you
Adams.
see all of them standing next to each
They was
other?
all the same
It
size.
was all, what's his name? Might have been taller.
Yeah.
And Durant said, man.
Durant said, I'm 6'9".
Yup. He didn't say 6'10". He said, man,
I'm 6'9".
Yup.
I ain't lying about my height.
Who said that?
Durant.
KD said,
Because the woman said that. She said, this thing, you
Hey,
might
he
be
look-
7 foot looking at.
right.
He said, no.
He said, no, right. Because he said, no, because I think, what Anthony Davis say he what, 6'10" or 6'11"?
I think he
Oh,
said
no.
6'10".
And then
Yeah.
Embiid say he's 7
7
or
foot.
Yeah. You see him, Mike.
Kevin Durant, them
Yeah,
what?
this even Steven.
He said they lying. He said they catting about their height.
Yep, he sure did. He said, man, maybe them guys give themselves a couple more
Yeah,
inches.
yeah.
Whatever been going on for years though.
It has been. It
Yeah,
has
it's been
been.
going
Yeah,
on for
when we
years.
was coming out, man, they would give you an extra inch
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
resume when you're trying to get recruited and stuff like
But
that.
I don't
Yeah.
remember, now y'all told me y'all a couple years ago.
Mm.
I never remember they used to measure you barefoot. I always thought you had sneakers on when they
No,
measured.
no, no, no.
They always barefoot when they
Yeah.
measured.
When I was, I thought I got measured with sneakers on.
I remember I did.
Yeah.
But,
I remember
know,
you stand on that thing and they put it on top of your
Right,
head.
yeah.
But
It
most
might have
time I
been
had
with
shoes,
sneakers,
man,
yeah.
most time I had shoes
You
on.
probably was. You know why? Because I got listed at 6 foot.
Yeah.
And I know in shoes I'm that, but without it, I'm
Right.
not. I'm like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
I can't remember that stuff, man. Y'all. Yeah. I said, I'm 55 out this bitch now. Yeah.
I mean, because in high school they had me listed at 6'2".
Yeah, they had me at 6 even.
So
Yeah.
your true height is what?
6'1".
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would like, I take 6'2".
You're right. I bet one time my life was up to 6 feet.
Yeah. But you did.
They gonna do measurement. I said, put 6 feet down.
Was you
man.
dunking, Mike? Was you dunking?
Yeah. Was I dunking?
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think he could
In high
dunk.
school,
Yeah.
Mike, you was dunking.
Yeah, I think he could dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was one of the 1 foot jumpers like Kenny Smith.
Now he go off 2 feet,
Yeah,
didn't
I was, either way, I go up 2 feet or
Yeah. Yeah.
I just love the way how Kenny Smith used to jump, man, because it just looked so effortless,
Yeah.
man. And then he'd be up. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I prefer to go off 2 feet though because it's better for your knees than to go off of, you know what I mean, off of one. But yeah, I can go off 1 or 2.
Was you in the starting line? Was you starting with us?
No,
Was I starting? You didn't play with us.
No, I was gone. But when you Kevin Clark,
You played before us.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
played, I
yeah.
was gone.
Yeah, Mike used to have a shot though.
Yeah.
And Jay was all right. Boy, that thing was wet.
Yeah, when y'all
Yeah.
played, I was gone by then.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike was all right.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, man. God damn, we've been in here for that long?
How long?
About 20.
Man, we be
Yeah.
doing it.
An
Man.
hour
We
and
be
20
having
minutes.
fun. That's why.
Yeah.
We be having
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Good.
Yep.
All right, man. Y'all make sure to go to Amazon and tune into my man, and look up my man Clayton's book, Trauma, My Love Letter to the World. It's a good
Transparent read.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Trauma.
And I'm waiting for Mike to go ahead and crack open that book I gave him.
Yeah.
Man, sweet, my first memoir. Who else could it be but God? I'm waiting for Mike.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, man.
Put him on the
I've been working
spot.
so much this week, Chad.
No,
I've
it's
been working
love,
so
man.
much.
You know, I'm just messing with you,
Yeah.
man.
But,
It's just my gift.
yeah, man. So y'all, y'all, like I said, just y'all go to Amazon and check out the book. And with that being said, man, like and subscribe to the channel. And we live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Me, my man Clayton, my man Tump, you know, in here talking about sports. And y'all want to participate in the conversation, you know, you're more than welcome.
I'm surprised that guy Tom ain't come on.
Yeah,
Some of them guys. Yeah.
and what's his name? Jim from up north.
Yeah, we ain't heard from him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
couple weeks. Yeah, you
know,
know, when we talk about the WNBA,
Oh, yeah.
they be
They
on it
chime
though.
in, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's getting ready to start back up.
Yeah. So we definitely going. They'll be back. I know they'll be back.
speak on that once we go off. I'll say,
Yeah, but they'll be back. So with that being said, man, we'll check y'all out and make sure to drop a comment below. You know, peace. We'll see y'all next Sunday.